Back to the article. And it's key. With the key, Will, with the key.
With the key. On the road again.
Washington President Anna Marie Cauce, C-A-U-C-E, said the proposed media deal from Apple to the Pac-12 was not viable.
Yep.
It was not the deal that we had been discussing just days before. She said that yesterday. When you have a deal that people are saying one of the best aspects of it is you can get out in 2 years, that tells you a lot.
Yeah.
Indeed, it does. Let me jump to Michael Crow and what he said was being proposed to him for the conference. There were a lot of forces at work, including the overlords of the media empires that are out there that were driving a lot of this. Crow said the Colorado departure was really an indication of the fact that there was great instability in the media market and it created an unstable moment. No kidding, man. But here's the meat. We were offered a media contract by the Apple Corporation, which was a technological 23rd century Star Trek thing with really unbelievable capability that we were very interested. ASU was very interested in. Digitization of all ASU football games, all men's basketball games, and all women's basketball games instantly and available anywhere in the world at the touch of a button from any device anywhere. Digitally then manipulable by the watcher both during the game, in between multiple games at the same time, as well as usable by athletes for recruitment and so forth, and so on after the games as an archive of things. We thought there was some risk, but huge opportunity. Several other schools were committed to that, but it created a destabilizing moment of traditional versus this modern thing. Thoughts on that?
Andy?
Yeah, youngster, go ahead. Yeah, Andy, you're the generation of this. What are your thoughts when you saw that?
Arizona State, the stalwarts, trying to fight till the clock struck midnight, fighting for the Pac-12. They were the one school that was still true, holding on to its roots. It's a lot. To me, it comes across as a lot of baloney. And you look at the Apple Corporation deal, a lot of the Star Trek. It's futuristic. It's 23rd century. Let's be honest. There's a reason why it fell apart, and the reason it fell apart is because Washington and Oregon did not buy that, and they didn't see we're going. It's where the future is going. And look at some of the professional leagues that have deals with Apple, MLS in particular. They made a big move when Miami landed Lionel Messi to play in the MLS.
Mm-hmm.
To get him to be a part of the league, they were able to structure his contract where he got a portion of the Apple TV revenue.
Right.
That's a big reason why he's here. I'm not sure what the impact he's had on the Apple TV subscription since he joined Miami. But let's be honest. Chris, I'll ask you. If the Pac-12 made that deal with Apple, would you sign up for Apple TV?
There's no Messi in in the Pac-4 now. There's no Messi in the Pac-X. No.
Will, would you sign up for the Apple TV?
Absolutely not. No.
So outside of the diehard supporters of the program, alumni of the individual schools, you're not going to convince John Smith living in the East Coast, John Smith living in the Midwest, John Smith living here in Texas, in the South, wherever you're located, to sign up for the Apple subscription service. And I believe the magic number in one of the articles, I think this was the article in The Athletic that mentioned it, if they got to 1 million subscribers, their media deal went up to around the Pac-12, the Big 12's 32 million per school, I believe.
Yeah,
I believe it was in The Athletic.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit more than that, but yeah.
If they got up to 5 million apparently they could compete with the Big Ten and the SEC's media deals. The big question was, no one believed that they could achieve those millions of subscriptions.
Right.
So at the end of the day, what the Apple TV, the Apple Corporation deal was, it was a big dream. It was a big, honestly, it would have been a Hail Mary, the last ditch attempt to save the conference. And Oregon and Washington didn't want to be a part of it. They chose stability. Colorado made the first move. They chose stability and the known over the unknown. And that's why the Pac 12 fell apart.